I recently came across the Kamingo E-Bike Converter, a device that claims to turn any regular bicycle into an electric bike in just 10 seconds. Instead of using a heavy hub motor or completely rebuilding your drivetrain, Kamingo uses a compact rear-mounted friction motor, a bottle-style battery, and a handlebar controller. The idea sounds brilliant: electric power on demand without permanently modifying your bike. So I decided to look into what this product actually offers, how it performs, and whether it's worth your money. Quick disclaimer: this is my personal research and opinion, for informational and educational purposes only. Kamingo consists of three main components: a motor unit weighing around 920 grams, a 266Wh EV-grade battery weighing about 1.4 kilograms, and a handlebar controller. The battery is shaped to fit into a standard bottle cage, keeping the system looking much cleaner than many traditional conversion kits. Installation is surprisingly simple. The first setup involves mounting the base, sliding the motor into place, installing the battery and controller, and connecting the cable. Kamingo says this initial installation takes less than 3 minutes, while the modular components can then be removed and reattached in about 10 seconds. The motor is rated at 250W continuous with a claimed peak output of 750W. It uses a compact permanent magnet synchronous motor and is designed to provide quick assistance when you start accelerating or climbing. Kamingo offers 3 riding modes. Standby lifts the roller away from the tire so you can ride normally. Assist provides power based on your pedaling cruise. Uses the controller to provide powered riding without continuous pedaling. Legality varies by location. When I looked at what independent reviewers and testers are actually saying, a very clear picture of what this product can and cannot do emerged. Independent reviewers consistently praise the Kamingo's design and ease of use. Electroheads called it the smallest conversion kit we've ever seen, and noted it's crazy to think that something this compact could turn your regular bike into an e-bike, but it does work. Clean Technica described the installation as plug and play and designed to make e-biking as accessible as possible. The battery is a 266Wh lithium-ion pack using 21,700 EV-grade cells, with a claimed range of up to 90 kilometers, 55 miles. In assist mode, though reviewers note real-world range will obviously depend on rider weight, terrain, speed, and how much motor assistance you use. The key trade-off is the friction drive system. Instead of powering the wheel through a hub motor or chain, the roller presses directly against the rear tire. This makes the motor extremely compact, but introduces important questions about performance and wear. Slippage in wet conditions. Multiple reviewers noted a genuine concern: the friction drive can slip when the road or surfaces become wet. Electroheads noted slight slippage in wet conditions as a con. Kamingo says they've made improvements to solve this issue with more recent models using their pressure adaptive technology, but independent testing of the improved version is still limited. Tire compatibility matters. The kit works best with road, commuter, or gravel tires. It's not really designed for big mountain bike tread. Riders with aggressive MTB tires or certain fender setups may need adjustments for ideal performance. Limited from a standing start assistance. Electroheads noted the Kamingo does not give you much assistance from a standing start. This is very much a kit that assists you in the background, the assist kicking in more as you pick up speed. While Kamingo claims up to 90 kilometers of range, the independent testing shows something more realistic. Electroheads noted that while Kamingo claims up to 55 miles, most riders will see closer to 20 to 30 miles, depending on terrain, rider weight, and assist level. Road.cc suggests riders can get up to 18.6 miles, 30 kilometers, from one charge. The battery supports magnetic fast charging and reaches full capacity in about 3 hours. It also includes a USB-C output, which can be useful for charging a phone while riding. The system includes several smart safety features. It has IP66 dust and water protection, making it safe to ride in rain. Tilt shutoff cuts motor power if the bike tips past 45 degrees. There's also debris detection that automatically disengages the motor if something gets stuck, and Bluetooth locking so the system stays secure even when the bike is parked. Regenerative braking recovers energy while slowing down, and the motor remains ultra-quiet at less than 56 dB, about as soft as a home fan. The product launched on Kickstarter in June 2025 and met its funding target within 10 minutes, eventually raising over £880,000, roughly $1.2 million. The early bird pricing started at $349, compared to the retail price of $589. However, as Road.cc noted, a product that overexceeds its funding on Kickstarter isn't always a good thing. Some companies were overwhelmed with the amount of orders and unable to fulfill the needs of the customers, and others just couldn't quite get the product over the line, even with all the backing. If you're considering the Kamingo converter, here are the key factors to weigh. Buy it if you commute but don't want a heavy e-bike, you want occasional assistance rather than full electric power, you prefer keeping your existing bicycle but want a modular upgrade path, you value portability and the ability to remove the system in seconds. Skip it if you regularly tackle steep hills or carry heavy loads, you need a powerful, consistent assist from a standing start, you ride in heavy rain often, you have a mountain bike with deep tread tires. The Kamingo E-Bike Converter isn't a scam, it's a real product from a team of engineers with experience at Huawei and BYD. The design is genuinely innovative, the installation is as quick as claimed, and it delivers a lightweight, removable electric assist system. However, it has real limitations. The friction drive concept means it can slip in wet conditions, it's not suitable for mountain bike tires, and it provides limited assistance from a standing start. Real-world range is closer to 20 to 30 miles than the claimed 55 miles. And as a Kickstarter-backed product, there's the inherent risk that comes with supporting a product that may not exist or may face fulfillment challenges.